anyone around. You can all watch me do that silly dance. Bump watch for those who are interested. It's getting quite ridiculous now. 25 weeks, 26 weeks on Friday, and I'm huge. This does not bode well for the third trimester. Who's here? Caroline's here. Hello, Caroline. Hello. So we're going to be going through quite a few carriers this evening. We're going to go through one of each kind super quickly. I'm not going to show intricately how to put each one on, because you can see those in my YouTube tutorials, so do subscribe on YouTube. You can see in there, but I will be going into detail about how to achieve that really good pelvic tuck in each of the carriers. Okay, so it's not instructional about how to put the carriers on, it's instructional about how to do a really good pelvic tuck, okay, and why that's so important and stuff. And then we'll do questions at the end. Caroline, oh wow, you look amazing. Oh, thanks, Caroline, that's so kind. Do please comment throughout and ask any questions that come to mind, and I will get to them at the end, and I'll answer all your questions at the end, so don't worry about that. Oh, Neil said hello. Hello, darling. You're in the kitchen. You're over there. Thank you for quickly sharing everything and for hiding while I do this. Okay, cool. So, the pelvic tuck. The pelvic tuck is a little manoeuvre you have to do, where you slip your hands in inside the carrier and you tuck baby's bum under, so that baby is sitting more on their coccyx. Oh, there he is. Hello, darling. More on their coccyx, okay? The reason that that's important for baby is, especially with newborns, is because their spines are naturally curved, okay? They've spent 9 months inside growing in a ball shape, okay? Their spine is a natural curve. It doesn't actually straighten to the S shape that we have with our spines, okay? It doesn't straighten until the process starts when they start sitting up. By the time they're walking, then it has become straight, okay? So for newborn bodies under ones to respect their natural shape, we need to make sure we've got that C shape, and to achieve this, we have those knees up and we have that bum down, okay? What you'll find is that this is the natural position, especially your newborn, will curl up into when you hold them on your chest. And that means you can just hold them with one hand. Obviously, don't, you know, they might flop off, but it's that natural curve, okay? That's what we're looking for. That's why the pelvic tuck is important. Without it, baby will just be straight against you. Over tightening things can also straighten out baby, and it's uncomfortable for them. It's not a natural position for them, okay? The second reason I'm going to need to go grab a chair for and do what I call my Britney Spears impression, so bear with me 1 second. So the second reason that the pelvic tuck is really important is to do with the spread of baby's legs against its parent, okay? Oh, that's a bit low down there. You won't be able to see the base of the chair. Right, I'm going to have to put this on the poof. Hold on. This is very impressive for a 5 months pregnant lady, I tell you. And of course, this is completely safe. So, imagine, if you will, okay, this is my parent's front, okay, and this is the base of the carrier, and I'm the baby. So, I should have practiced this. So, we get on, okay, and then if I was just plonked into a normal carrier, this is how I would be sitting, okay, upright, my back would be forced to be straight, okay, and my parent's front is pushing my legs really far apart, okay, so it feels like I'm doing the splits on the inside of my thighs, and that's not comfy for anyone, okay, whereas if we tuck baby's bum underneath like that, you can see that the hips are a lot closer to the body, the spine is naturally curved. baby is holding their own weight, okay? And I'm going to get down before this all falls off. But that's the second reason, okay? So first reason is to respect the position, the natural curve of the spine. Second reason is to get those hips in a really nice, comfortable position so that they're a lot comfier and happier in the carrier. Eventually your child will learn to sit like that and you won't have to keep adjusting them and tucking that bum under. Every child learns at different rates and it depends how old they are. Dexter, now that he's 2, well, nearly 2, he's 2 next month, all we do is just pick him up and he instantly just tucks his bum under and lifts his knees because he knows that that's the most comfortable position. He knows that that's the position that he's going to be carried in. Even in arms carrying, he just tucks his bum right under and gets those knees up. So it really, really is so important, and your child will learn to sit like that. So to achieve the pelvic tuck in a stretchy wrap, Lorna, I thought you were on a giant chair. No, I had to put it on top of my footstool. Very lucky I didn't fall off there. So to achieve it in a stretchy wrap, as long as you put baby in the stretchy properly, then you don't need to worry about redoing the pelvic tuck, okay? So, again, you can watch tutorials as to how to put these on, okay, on my YouTube channel. So do pop over there. So, to put a baby in a stretchy to achieve a pelvic tuck, okay, we go up on one shoulder, bring this out, and we tuck, and we put this into the knee, okay, not the bum, the knee. I'll show you why. Baby goes to the other shoulder, tuck that into the knee, and then we let baby sit down. And can you see what is happening? Can you see these knees are hooking up? The knees are hooking up, and this spine is curved, and the weight is on the coccyx, okay? That is the position you are looking for with a stretchy wrap, is to hook these knees in first. Then you can spread your passes, clear the airway, and bring that up to the neck to make it all safe, okay? But we've got those knees up, we've got, which way am I turning? That way. We've got that lovely curved spine, okay? Sometimes parents come to you with their stretchies and their babies have been positioned in it like this. Okay, so you can see the hips are rotated completely the wrong direction. The spine is straight and the legs are sticking out away from the parent. Okay, and they don't know. Okay, the baby is fine. Obviously, they pull everything over and put everything up, and baby won't fall out. But at the same time, we're not respecting baby's natural position. We're not encouraging a nice, comfortable position for baby. So we want those knees up with each of those passes going into the knees. Some newborns are very scrunchy, in which case their hips will stay together. Okay, that's absolutely fine for that as a position because we've still got that lovely curved spine. Okay, so that's how we do a pelvic tuck in a stretchy. Right, let's grab a midi. So with a midi, again, you can watch tutorials on my YouTube channel as to how to put on these carriers properly. This is just showing you how to achieve the pelvic tuck within the carrier. So baby starts off on your chest, ear level with your heart, and we're careful not to overspread those hips, okay? We tuck the carrier inside the legs. And we bring this up. There we go. One strap over each shoulder. Super quick. Now this is the part which tilts the hips. So we cross these over, we bring this back under the legs, and there. Did you see that? Baby's now curved under. So if I let that go, baby goes straight, do that. Baby's curving under, okay? And then we tie that off. So to achieve that pelvic tuck in our Madai, okay, it's the over and then it's the under. You can see that has hooked baby's knees up and we've got that lovely curved spine again, okay? So that is how we achieve it in a Madai. If you've done your Madai too loose, okay, then you may need to do the pelvic tuck, okay, to hold baby in there. But because of these straps going over, baby should hold its position, okay? If you've done your straps too tight, then what will happen is you will pull baby up like this and they will straighten out against your chest, which is not what we want. We want baby down nice and low, okay? Low in the seat, not low on your body. They still need to be close enough to kiss. So they're there, okay? Nice curved spine, knees higher than their hips, okay? Fab. Right. Ring sling. Why did I choose to do 5 carriers? I don't know. Okay, so like a woven, a ring sling, it's all in the way you put them in, which helps you achieve that pelvic tuck, okay? So the ring sling, nearly threaded. Again, you can watch tutorials on my YouTube channel as to how to do these properly, or come see us at a drop-in. So there we go. I'm going to put baby on my hip because it's a lot easier to illustrate the good pelvic tuck on the hip. So baby comes up, baby comes in, and like our stretchy, okay, we hook this into the knee pits. So we're going into the knees and we let baby sit down. That's the important thing. Can you see how low? Okay. You see that spine is nice and curved. That bum is really, really low down. Okay. Again, it's that natural position we're looking for. If your baby is like this in a ring sling, okay, that's not comfy for them and it's not comfy for you. They're going to be terrified that they're going to fall the whole time. So we want them down, okay, with those legs either side of your hips, nice and low, okay? You'll find that if you pick up a child and put them on your hip, this is the position they will naturally go to, okay, which is why we encourage this natural position. And then from here we pull that up and we tighten this up. Like so. And you can see we've still got that really nice curved spine. We've got that really low bum. And again, we shouldn't lose the pelvic tuck. As long as we have tightened our ring sling properly, we won't lose that pelvic tuck. Okay? How are we doing for time? We'll have to skip the woven, I think. So the woven, Same as the ring sling, because of the way we put them in, it's hooking those knees up, using that single pass to get those knees up. Okay, so let's look at some buckles. Neil, can you quickly grab me the accessory strap that's on top of the radiator in the hallway, please? Thank you. Sorry, I meant to grab it, I forgot. So this is a Connecta. Oh no, it's alright, it's already got one on. Sorry. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, darling. Thank you. Suddenly your husband appeared. So here we've got our Connecta. The Integra is a very, very similar design as well. So Connecta or Integra, whichever you're using, this applies to both. Same with Nova carriers, all carriers like that. So goes on like normal. Make sure we've got our accessory strap because we're using a newborn doll. Now with buckled carriers, you will have to do this every time you put them in. And then until your baby learns to sit in this position, you will have to keep redoing it. Okay? So, baby goes in, up, so, even though this is an ergonomic carrier, okay, baby is not in an optimum ergonomic position within this carrier. So just because a carrier says that it's ergonomic, it's still down to you as the user to make sure that you are using the carrier to its full potential to achieve that real ergonomic positioning. And you can see what I mean when I turn side on. Straight back, okay, and those knees, they're not in the right position. So, because you can tell because the carrier is tight on the leg, okay? And that's where you can get marks on the leg, okay? So, to sort that out, your hands go inside the carrier, under the bum, and you scoop those hips, okay? Bum is now lower. You can see that spine is now curved, okay? And those hips are a lot higher. And you can also see that around the edge here, see how that's loosened right up, okay? Through the nature of you walking around, having your baby on you like that, it will slip out of that position, okay? So you will need to keep popping those hands in and tucking baby back under until baby has learnt to sit like that. It won't take them long, maybe a week, maybe two, depends how often you wear them, okay? Daily wearing will get them in that position a lot quicker as long as you keep adjusting them, okay? So that's how to do it with a Connecta. I've got an Ergobaby as well. So, this is the Adapt. Very, very similar to the Omnis. This one just doesn't do outward facing. But it gives you the same kind of idea. There we go. So we put our waistband on. Get our straps ready. So once again we put baby in. So again, it's got Ergo in the name, Ergobaby, okay? It is an ergonomic carrier, but it's only as ergonomic as you position your child, okay? So it's making sure we've got the right width between the knees, making sure baby's at the right height, okay? So it should only come up to the neck. And then it's making sure we do that pelvic tuck, okay? So again, baby is in, and all you can see there, that's just padding for the carrier, okay? That's where my baby's bum should be, but currently my baby's hips are forward. You can see because these legs are sticking out away from my body, okay? Which isn't what we want. So we go inside the carrier again, under the bum, and we give that bum a nice big scoop, Okay, you see that difference now? See how the legs are pointing towards my stomach? That has tightened up, and baby now has that nice curved spine. Okay, there we go. If I pull it tight, you can see. Okay, so that is the pelvic tuck. Okay, super important for positioning of the baby, to respect that natural curve of their spine, and it makes it a lot more comfortable. Okay, especially for older children. And like I said, Dexter now knows automatically to put his bum in that position, even when we're carrying in arms. Okay, he just assumes this position, and it's great because we can just carry him with one arm like that now, because he knows not to lean backwards. But yeah, so that was everything I had to demo. I'm going to move over to the sofa, so if you've got any questions about anything to do with baby wearing, it doesn't have to just be the pelvic tuck, then please type them in whilst I head over to the sofa, and let me know what your questions are. Okay, let's scoot over as you come on the journey with me while I try not to fall over anything. There we go. Tip that down slightly. There we are. Right, okay. Does anyone have any questions at all about what I've been doing this evening, or just in general about what we've been doing? I'm just looking back through the comments. Everyone's telling me to be careful. That's when I was on the chair. I was careful. It was a little bit scary though. But yeah, so any questions, anyone? Any questions? I know there's a few people out there watching. It's okay if you don't have any questions. So pelvic tuck. You need to do it with all children, regardless of when you start carrying with them, until they learn to sit in that position. So obviously if you're starting with newborns, then it's encouraging them to sit in that position by hooking the knees up inside that stretchy to get that nice curved spine, okay, with those knees up. Caroline, Spencer is 10 months old next week. Is he still okay in the Madai? Yep. So the great thing about Madais is that if your child isn't knee to knee within the panel anymore, you use the straps to hook those knees up, okay, and that's what keeps it knee to knee for them, is those straps. With a Madai, what you then need to look out for is the height of the back panel, okay. It should always be no further than an inch down from their armpits, okay. Any lower than that and it's a full risk. If they lean, then they can topple out. So as long as he's still tall enough for it, Caroline, then you're absolutely fine. If you're worried though, then do take some pictures and send them to me through the page, and I can double check for you, or come down to the drop-in. That would be better, because then I can check in person. But yeah. So yeah, anything else about the pelvic tuck that we got going on? You do need to do it for buckled carriers more often than with the non-buckled carriers, purely because a buckled carrier isn't as perfectly fitted as the other types of carrier. So we do need that. But I think that's about it from me, unless anyone has any other questions. I don't think so. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the evening. Do hop over to the Join Joe page, because Raquel is about to go live on there, unless you're watching this back, in which case don't, because she won't be there. Thanks again, guys. Subscribe to me on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, all the other social media, blah 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 blah. I'm really tired. Thanks everyone. Good night.